Delaware Valley's leading news program with meteorologist Melissa McGee, Jeff Skaversky, and Walter Perez.
Saturday night, Walter's off. I'm Sarah Bloomquist. Australian authorities say they've thwarted a terrorist attack. 4 men are behind bars accused of planning to blow up a plane. A 4-year-old girl is dead and nearly a dozen people are homeless tonight after a fast-moving fire destroyed a Camden home. And what should have been a fun trip to the beach in Florida turned into tragedy. A Philadelphia man was struck by lightning, and tonight his friends are talking about the terrifying moment. But the big story on Action News tonight is developing. Police in Haverford, Delaware Township are searching for a killer. They say a man was gunned down in the 2300 block of Haverford Road just after 6 o'clock. That's where we find Action News reporter Annie McCormick with the full details. Annie.
And Sarah, police just wrapped up here at the scene just a short time ago. They have not released the victim's name at this point. What they believe that has happened so far is that victim was playing a tennis game and was expected here at this apartment complex to visit his friend. When his friend didn't hear from him and then heard gunshots, he ran out to find his friend on the ground suffering from several gunshot wounds. Now, at this point, police say it's still early in the investigation. They're still throwing around some theories. One of them is that this victim may have been targeted and he may have even been followed here. Haverford Township Police on the scene of a deadly shooting at this apartment complex in the 2300 block of Haverford Road. It was just after 6 tonight when police responded. When they arrived, the victim, a man in his 30s, was lying near the entrance to a friend's apartment.
Officers arrived on the scene, found a victim laying in the doorway of the apartment building. His friend was doing medical CPR on him, trying to help him. Medics arrived, took him to the hospital. A short time later, he was pronounced dead.
Witnesses tell police the suspect ran west on Haverford Road, then cut through the apartments, emerging on Wynwood Road. Shortly before police arrived, John Buchanan says his neighbor told him she heard gunshots.
She was walking her dog up there at that corner. She was with another lady, and they heard bang, bang.
Detectives from the Delaware County District Attorney's Office are investigating and towed a vehicle from the scene. They spent several hours interviewing witnesses and collecting evidence.
This may be related somehow to knowing each other, or something happened, because it appears that this shooter was waiting for him or possibly followed him here.
And police are looking for any and all tips from the public. They've also been searching for surveillance video around the area. There are several businesses around here. They tell us that they do have an image that they did get from that surveillance video. We are expected to get that. Hopefully we can bring that to you within the hour. Sarah, for now, reporting live in Haverford Township, Annie McCormick for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Back to you.
Annie, thank you. Turning to AccuWeather now. A very wet morning caused flooding at the Jersey Shore, but the next few days are going to be full of sunshine and warm weather. Meteorologist Cecily Tynan in for Melissa McGee tonight. She joins us live at the Action News Big Board with this nice forecast, Cecily.
Yeah, it is about time, Sarah. We deserve some sunny, dry, comfortable weather, especially after what we were dealing with today. Satellite radar showing the storm system brought the heavy rain to parts of South Jersey and Delaware. Gloomy weather across much of our viewing area is now lifting away from us. We still have a little bit of cloud cover across South Jersey and Delaware, but that will be clearing out through the overnight hours. And as I was saying all week, this was really a storm system about location. Areas north of Philadelphia, barely a drop of rain. Philadelphia, less than a ½ inch. But Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, close to 7.5 inches of rain late Friday night and early Saturday morning. Atlantic City, close to 6 inches. Wildwood Crest, more than 5. Vineland, more than 4. And Smyrna, Delaware, close to 4 inches of rain. And I got a lot of photos like this sent in on my Facebook and Twitter accounts. Leanie sent this from Ocean City. This is how she was getting around on a paddleboard. You definitely don't want to be driving through flooded waters. Problem with this, though, you also don't want to fall in, because those flood waters can be very, very dirty. Fortunately, the flood waters have receded. We have drier air working in. Dew points right now still hovering in the low 60s along the shore, but inland they're dropping into the 50s, and that's an indication the dry air is moving in. So the AccuWeather headlines show you sunshine returns tomorrow. Temperatures will climb into the low 90s next week, and I am tracking the threat of some late week storms. I'll talk more about that in the 7-day forecast. Sarah.
Okay, Cecily, thank you. And as Cecily just mentioned, Camden. Parts of the Jersey Shore were slammed with well over a half a foot of rain overnight. Action News reporter Bob Brooks spent the early morning hours with residents of Wildwood.
Heavy rains, high winds. Overnight, it was a downpour. The storm brought enough rain to submerge streets and stall several cars. In Wildwood, the rains were especially heavy. We were able to speak with one family trying to get out of town before sunup. They weren't having any luck.
It is horrible. Stay off the road. It is flooded all the way up to my driver's middle of the door. Stay off the road if you can.
That was around 5 a.m. this morning. Since then, the rain has stopped. But now we're seeing the results. Park Avenue near 26th Street in Wildwood was severely flooded. We spoke with Sarah Fullerton from North Wildwood, who tried to get to work at Acme, but she stalled.
This morning, I thought I was going to have a nice drive to work, and then all of a sudden, I noticed that the flooding was about 4 feet right past the door of my car. So I tried to drive out to work. Didn't happen. She did walk in, but she says this morning activity was limited. No one's coming to work today, so I'm kind of just standing here looking for stuff to do. But the flooding wasn't an inconvenience to everyone.
It's fun. Watching some of the knuckleheads go through and get stuck.
I guess if you're someone like Greg DeMedio, who has a Ford Excursion SUV, the water was still no match. But he says he was still being careful. Others in cars, not so much.
What it is, they're blasting through it, it's getting through the engine, and they're just stalling the little cars.
Now, one more thing that was brought to my attention by one of our viewers is that if you are driving through one of the streets that are flooded, that you take your time, go slow, so you don't create big waves that go up into people's homes or businesses and cause further damage. For now, reporting in Wildwood, Bob Brooks, Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
It was a very similar scene this morning here in Longport, Atlantic County. Action News surveyed some of the street flooding around the surrounding neighborhoods. Drivers were able to get through, though, without too much of a headache. A driver in Philadelphia's Winfield section apparently thought he could make it through a small creek that had flooded with heavy rain in the middle of the Bala Golf Club. Turns out he was wrong. The man's car became stuck, and eventually he called 911 to be rescued. He was not hurt, but he was charged because, as you can see, he drove onto the golf course. Remember, you can get the latest forecast, including detailed updates and Storm Tracker 6 Live radar anytime on your phone or tablet. The 6ABC app is a free download for your mobile device. A little girl is dead following a fast-moving fire that destroyed her family's home in Camden. 4-year-old Layani Williams died as flames burned through the home on the 1200 block of Morton Street. 4 other children and 2 adults were taken to the hospital for treatment. Fortunately, they were not the only ones. Unfortunately, that is, they were not the only ones affected by this fire. We'll have more on the story here on Action News coming up at 10:30. A Philadelphia man was struck and killed by lightning while vacationing in Florida on Friday. Tonight, his friends are speaking out about the tragic incident that took place while they were enjoying an evening on the beach.
He's such an amazing man. Maybe that's why God took him from us.
These are pictures of Lamar Rayfield. His friends say they were taken early Friday morning while they were visiting the beach. Rayfield's in the Green Army t-shirt. Sal Kuchuk and Andre Balduck say Friday evening they went back. They were playing cornhole right before 5:30 when showers and lightning started. They thought they were safe because they were not in the water.
I seen it. I seen it go right through him. The sparks came out, got him. They both, at the same time, collapsed, and of course, they got me too.
Kuchek stayed conscious, but Balduck and Rayfield collapsed after being struck by lightning. Balduck got back up and says he did not remember what happened.
In Florida? When did I get here?
When I came back to that, I remember I was already up and asking what went on. They said, you got hit by lightning. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Because I'm moving around fine at this point.
An off-duty lifeguard and Good Samaritan tried to revive Rayfield with CPR, but no luck. Hours later, he was pronounced dead. His friends say the Philly native was a father, music engineer, producer, and songwriter. Today, his friends listened to his music and wore Batman shirts in his memory.
This is a family, so that's what makes it even harder because this was a brother.
They're speaking out in hopes others will take it seriously when they see lightning.
Just be careful. You see that rain, you see that lightning. Go home.
Go home.
Lamar Rayfield's family is headed to Florida. They're expected to arrive tomorrow. His friends are planning to release lanterns tomorrow night on the beach in his memory. Philadelphia police are investigating a shooting in Tioga Nicetown that left a man in critical condition. It happened around 4:30 this afternoon in the 1700 block of West Pacific Street. Police say the 18-year-old victim was found on the porch of a home. He suffered gunshot wounds to his arms and chest. The teen is now hospitalized at Temple Hospital. No arrests have been made. An Applebee's manager in Newark, Delaware was injured in a shooting overnight. He was walking to his car around 2:15 this morning when he was confronted by two armed men who demanded cash. One of them opened fire, hitting the manager. He was taken to Christiana Hospital. The suspects fled on foot. Take a look at this crash in a parking lot near a Dunkin' Donuts in Horsham this morning. A tractor trailer jumped the curb along the 1200 block of Easton Road. Officials say the rig overturned, but then ended up upright on the grass. The driver was not seriously injured. It's not yet clear what led up to this crash. Still to come tonight on Action News, one police department is removing hundreds of Ford Explorers from service because of safety concerns. And a New York man is hospitalized with burns over his body after someone disguised a bomb as a package. A witness describes the chaotic scene. And next, Australian authorities say they've disrupted a plot to bring down an airplane.
Years, 6 generations, one feeling. Here's to the original sports sedan, the BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Right now, lease a BMW 320i xDrive sedan for $299 a month.
Sal was diagnosed with advanced kidney cancer and took part in a clinical trial using a targeted therapy.
Dr. Sommer gave me all the hope in the world.
His family is amazingly supportive, and it makes all the difference. And after 3.5 years, he's doing great. You know, you have to treat people like your family.
MD Anderson at Cooper is my second family. But in cancer care, they're number one.
On schools, compare. Steve Sweeney supports full funding for every school district in South Jersey. Fran Grenier supports a plan which could decimate many South Jersey school districts. Sweeney's plan would keep a lid on property taxes. Fran Grenier's plan could drive property taxes through the roof. And while Steve Sweeney's plan includes new money to expand preschool programs, Grenier's plan might devastate them. South Jersey can't afford Fran Grenier in Trenton.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
4 seconds on the clock. Down by 1. Championship on the line. Aaron, the sharpshooter Shanahan, fakes left. She's outside of the key. She shoots. She scores.
Yes, Aaron, it is a great time to score a deal. We need to make room for the 2018 models.
Relive the thrill of beating the clock. The Volkswagen Model Year-End Event. Hurry in and get 0% APR for 60 months on new 2017 Jetta models released as 2017 Jetta S for just $109 a month.
We're following a developing story in Australia. 4 men have been arrested in connection with a possible terror plot to bring down an airplane. Police raided several homes in Sydney and found a suspicious device. The police commissioner says he believes the Islamic State is behind the plot. This is the 13th significant threat disrupted by police since Australia's terrorist threat level was elevated in 2014. Thousands of people were evacuated from the site of a music festival in Barcelona, Spain. Huge flames and thick smoke engulfed the stage there tonight. More than 22,000 people had to clear the area. Amazingly, no one was injured. Reports from Spain suggest the fire was sparked by a pyrotechnic display. A 73-year-old New York man is hospitalized after a mysterious package left on a doorstep exploded, critically injuring him. Federal authorities are now on the hunt for the person who left the bomb disguised as a package. It sat there for days before exploding. Cell phone video shows the building's landlord on the ground just after the package exploded, and moments after he was injured by the flames.
Saw a man laying in the grass. He was actually on his knees and he was on fire. He was screaming out in pain. A lot of pain because he was engulfed. The flames engulfed his whole top half.
The family who lives at the home says they saw the package, but since it wasn't addressed to them, they left it outside. They say it may have been there for as long as a week. Now to Washington, and President Trump unleashing a Twitter firestorm today at the Republican-led Congress following this week's crushing defeat of the Obamacare repeal effort in the Senate. All this as he tries to right the ship in the Oval Office and hit the reset button on his administration. Here's ABC's Mona Rivera.
President Donald Trump taking to Twitter this morning, rallying for change against the Senate filibuster rule. That rule, known as cloture, requires 60 lawmakers to agree to end debate and move forward on legislation. This past week on health care, they used a process called reconciliation, requiring a simple 51-vote majority. The president is still reeling from the failure of the Obamacare repeal vote, which Senator John McCain narrowly defeated with a thumbs down. Trump also replacing Chief of Staff Reince Priebus with the current Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly, a four-star general. Priebus spent just 6 months on the job before he became the target of new communications director Anthony Scaramucci. Friday night, Priebus told Sean Hannity of Fox News, change can be a good thing.
I think actually going a different direction, hitting a reset button is a good thing, and the president did that, and so I think he's happy. I got to tell you, although it's always a little mixed when things like this happen, I generally feel pretty good.
However, some senior White House aides are calling for even more shakeups.
It is not Republicans. These are not people who have been in the party, have been working in the vineyards for years, have helped elect the people who are in Congress.
ABC News has learned that some aides are encouraging the president to move embattled Attorney General Jeff Sessions to the now vacant top spot at the Department of Homeland Security. Such a move would allow Trump to bring in a new Attorney General who would also oversee the Russia investigation. Mona Rivera, ABC News, New York.
Meteorologist Cecily Tynan in for Melissa tonight and joins us with another check of the AccuWeather forecast.
And it's beautiful out there, and we really deserve it because it was kind of a very unsettled morning. It was cloudy, it was cool, it was rainy and windy, and now you step outside, it feels kind of nice out there. In fact, Philadelphia, 73 degrees right now. A lot of their suburbs dropping into the 60s currently, and the temperatures will continue to drop. And the good news also, dew points are dropping. This time last night, we had dew points in the 70s. The same this morning. Now dew points are dropping into the 50s. That's where they will stay tomorrow. So a very comfortable night. That storm system is moving out. Take a look right now what we're talking about as far as Sky 6 Live, taking a look at the Commodore Barry Bridge, and we have got some clouds still lingering upstairs, but generally things are clearing out very nicely. And here are the dew points. Sunday, dew point of about 50 degrees. That is extremely dry for this time of the year. Monday, dew points still in the 50s, mid-50s, so still very comfortable. On Tuesday and Wednesday, humidity will be up, but we're talking about slightly humid air. At the same time, temperatures will be climbing into the 90s, so we could be heading into our 6th heat wave of the year, but it's going to be short-lived and it will not be all that oppressive. So satellite and action radar showing that storm system that dumped as much as 7.5 inches of rain in parts of extreme South Jersey continues to pull away, and the clouds will be moving away with it and the high pressure building in. So feature tracker showing tomorrow morning it's going to be a little bit on the chilly side. Philadelphia 63, some of our suburbs temperatures in the 50s. If you're walking the dog in Allentown early in the morning, may actually want a jacket. 58 degrees, Wildwood 62 as we head into the afternoon. This is nice. We're looking at temperatures in the low 80s in Philadelphia. A lot of our suburbs only in the 70s. So I haven't had an opportunity to use this graphic in a while. Playground forecast. Take your kids to the playground. They may have a bit of cabin fever from today, especially if you were down the shore. Mostly sunny, low humidity. At 2 o'clock, 80 degrees. By 4 o'clock, 82 degrees. So it is looking great tomorrow. I am tracking the return of some storms during the week. Next week, I'll talk more about that in the 7-day forecast. Sarah?
Okay, thank you, Cecily. Veterans of World War II and the Korean War were celebrated today with a concert in the park. Veterans were applauded as they entered Gorgas Park in Roxborough. This is the 9th year the concert has honored the vets, many of whom are receiving treatment at the Coatesville VA Medical Center. Still to come tonight on Action News, you'll meet the 8-year-old who saved his baby sister from a fire. And in sports, a scare for the Eagles as wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey lands on his shoulder. And he's not the only one who had a rough day at training camp.
Tina here, and yes, I really am a sales manager at South Jersey's largest volume Chevy dealer, Mall Chevrolet. If you come in, I'll greet you with a big smile, just like everyone here will. That's why Mall Chevy was voted a top 100 dealer in the country for customer satisfaction. Qualified lessees can sign and drive a new Chevy Cruze for $169 a month. We're located on Haddonfield Road or online at mallchevy.com.
Roam in wide open spaces, or explore the heart of a centuries-old city. Seek out a hearty family-style meal, or unwind with a carefully crafted beverage. Find a slower pace, or get inspired by a brand new thrill. Lancaster County. It's everything you expect, and everything you didn't. Discover it for yourself at discoverlancaster.com.
It's the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event from the brand ranked #1 in initial quality by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. We're celebrating with deals on J.D. Power award-winning SUVs like the capable Sorento, the adventurous Turbo Soul, and the Nero, the most fuel-efficient crossover. Plus, the versatile Sportage, named to KBB.com Best Buy. Hurry in for great offers on quality SUVs at the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event. Right now, lease the Sorento LX for just $179 a month. Visit KiaDealers.com today.
Any last words?
Progress is seizing the moment. Your summer moment awaits you now that the Summer of Audi sales event is here.
You each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive. Get 17% below MSRP on all Silverado 1500 LT pickups. That's over $8,200 on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Your summer moment awaits you now that the Summer of Audi sales event is here. Audi will cover your first month's lease payment on select models during the Summer of Audi sales event.
Tonight's news is brought to you in part by Nissan. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Classic car lovers took a drive down memory lane today. It was the Moonlight Memories Hatboro Car Show. Muscle cars and old school family wagons line York Road for all to admire. This was the 25th anniversary of this show. The Dragon Boats returned to the Cooper River in Pennsauken, New Jersey today. About 50 teams competed in races ranging from 200 meters to 2,000 meters throughout the day. Dragon Boats are the largest flat water racing canoes in the world, and the sport is gaining in popularity. Weekend warriors competed along with regional and national champions. All proceeds from today's event will benefit local nonprofit organizations. Jeff's here now with the check of sports. We're talking Eagles training camp. The fans get out there tomorrow, right?
Yeah, for the first time, they'll be at the link. Of course, it was moved to tomorrow since of the rain today, so Eagles fans will have a lot to cheer about. The Eagles with a close call in training camp today. Leading receiver Alshon Jeffrey goes down and briefly leaves drills with a shoulder injury. Jeffrey says he's not worried. about it, and it's nothing. Backup quarterback Nick Foles is not practicing today because of a sore elbow. No word on how much time Foles could miss. Carson Wentz doesn't miss a single pass today. That's right, the Eagles starting quarterback is perfect during drills today. Wentz with a good day, just ask his coach.
I mean, today was a very good day for the whole offense. We had a few snafus here and there, but it was a good day. I thought in the pass game in particular, we really executed well. Probably it's only one practice, so I'm not getting too excited, but that's probably as well as we've executed in the passing game since I've been here.
I mean, it was great. I think Carson did a great job spinning it. We all, as receivers, did a great job catching. Our O-line did a great job protecting. And when we had run plays, we had some pretty good runs as well.
Phillies Braves back at it tonight after a crazy last few days. Since Wednesday, the Phillies have made 3 trades and have scored 19 runs. What's in store for tonight? Phil starter Jared Eichhoff puts him behind the 8 ball against the Braves. First inning, Nick Markakis, the RBI double down the right field line. Phil's down 2-zip. Eichhoff struggling to win this year. Phil's down 2. Back they come. Odubel Herrera with 2 hits. Drives in 2 runs, including a game-tying homer in the 9th just moments ago. Phillies and Braves right now tied at 3 in the 10th. They are trying to come back and win. They have been scoring runs. They have been hitting, which is a good sign since the All-Star break.
How about that?
Don't sound too surprised.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay. Quick break, more Action News, and we come right back.
Right here, Dad.
The Infiniti QX60. Impressive performance and seating for 7. Lease the all-wheel drive QX60 for $439 a month or finance at 1.9% APR at your Philadelphia area Infiniti retailer.
During the summer's best sales event, you can do endless online research about the XT5. Read all about the available cut-and-sewn leather interior, intuitive technology, and road trip-worthy legroom. But really, there's nothing like experiencing it for yourself. You can drive a car, or you can drive a Cadillac. Now during the summer's best sales event, current Cadillac owners get this low-mileage lease on this Cadillac XT5 from around $389 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer.
It's the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event from the brand ranked #1 in initial quality by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. We're celebrating with deals on J.D. Power award-winning SUVs like the capable Sorento, the adventurous Turbo Soul, and the Nero, the most fuel-efficient crossover. Plus, the versatile Sportage, named a KBB.com Best Buy. Hurry in for great offers on quality SUVs at the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event. Right now, lease the Soul for just $159 a month. Visit KiaDealers.com today.
Remember when everything you did was for the fun of doing it? BMW sports activity vehicles are the perfect combination of ample space, dynamic power, and sleek design. There truly is an X perfect for every adventure, so you can go wherever the fun takes you. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Lease a BMW X3 X-Drive 28i for $389 a month.
This summer, people are experiencing all the excitement Chevy has to offer.
Oh boy, I'm looking straight up. Holy smokes. I can't tell I'm towing anything.
Go for thrilling drives and deals at the Chevy Summer Drive.
I want to go to a Chevy dealership right when I get home.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Traverse for around $229 a month. Or get 15% below MSRP on all Chevy Traverse LT models. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It's the Summer of Love at the Pennsylvania SPCA. The organization held its Summer Love and Adoption event at the Fishtown location this afternoon. The goal was to find homes for the dogs that have been at the shelter the longest. Adoption fees for these dogs discounted today. Coming up tonight on Action News, new details about the ride at the Ohio State Fair that claimed the life of a teenager. And police officers across the country are saying their Ford Explorers are making them sick. Tonight, Ford is responding. And next, we'll hear from the grandmother of a 4-year-old Camden girl who died in an early morning fire.
This Hyundai Summer Clearance event, we're going to make it better. No, yes. We're going to make it better by giving customers what they really want, like amazing deals on a brand new Hyundai. Now that's better. This isn't just an event. This is the Hyundai Summer Clearance Event.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai.
And that's how we do it.
And here's another reason to buy now. Get the Tucson for $109 a month or up to $4,000 in total savings.
Let's reset for the next customer.
Hurry, offers end soon.
This summer, people are experiencing all the excitement Chevy has to offer.
Oh boy, I'm looking straight up. Holy smokes. I can't tell I'm towing anything.
Go for thrilling drives and deals at the Chevy Summer Drive.
I want to go to a Chevy dealership right when I get home.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Malibu for around $199 a month, or get $2,500 total cash allowance on this Chevy Malibu. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
This is our summer vacation. These are our roller coasters. And this is how we cool off. Hurry to the Acura Summer Performance event for some of the most exciting offers of the year.
Visit your Delaware Valley Acura dealer for attractive offers on the RDX.
Action News at 10:30 on PHL 17 continues with Walter Perez, meteorologist Melissa McGee, and Jeff Skaversky.
Tonight at 10:30, a 4-year-old girl is dead and nearly a dozen people homeless tonight following a fast-moving fire that destroyed their Camden home. Action News reporter Annie McCormick has more on the tragedy from Cooper Medical Center, where some of the injured are recovering tonight.
Just after midnight, flames engulfed this Camden row home in the 1200 block of Morton Street. 4 children and 2 adults were transported to the hospital. Witnesses say some children were tossed to neighbors. But 4-year-old Leonie Williams did not make it out of her home alive. Her grandmother shared her picture with us tonight.
She was just the sweetest, the most lovable little girl you ever wanted to meet. So sweet. Every time she would see me, she would say, "Hey, Mama, I love you," and I say, "I love you too, Leigh."
Grandmother Sherry Hayward says her family is still trying to comprehend Leonie is gone.
Such a young age and such a vibrant, so much life ahead of her. It's hard. It's hard on all of us.
The fire started in 1282, and it did cause some damage to 1284.
When firefighters responded to the 2-alarm blaze just after midnight, the home was fully engulfed. Crews needed backup from nearby Collingswood. The flames were so intense, several other homes on the block were affected. The Red Cross is assisting victims tonight.
We'll be housing at least 6 members of the family that were located in the home here on Morton Street. We have disaster managers at the hospital with some of the family members and others locally here on site with our volunteers.
2 adults and 4 children were taken to the hospital. Those children range in age from 10 days old to 12 years old. At this point, the fire marshal is still working to determine a cause, but firefighters on the scene say that those smoke detectors were working. Reporting in Camden, Annie McCormick for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
A man was murdered inside the Sunday Breakfast Mission shelter in Philadelphia's Spring Garden section this morning. Detectives immediately took a suspect into custody. This happened inside the facility along the 300 block of North 13th Street just after 9 a.m. It's not clear what led up to the incident, but the victim was stabbed several times and died right there at the shelter. No one else was hurt. From our Delaware newsroom tonight, 4 people were hit by gunfire in the same Wilmington block overnight. This was the scene along the 400 block of North Washington Street. Initially, authorities responded to the area after hearing reports of shots fired. They first found a 26-year-old man with 2 gunshot wounds. That victim's in critical condition. A search of the area turned up 3 more people with graze wounds, 2 men and a woman. All were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. 1 year after a man was murdered on his birthday in Bristol, his family is hoping you can help identify his killer. Here's Rick Williams with tonight's Crime Fighters Report.
He was outgoing, very outspoken. He would give anyone he considered a friend anything.
Travis Lyles says that good nature makes his brother Herbert's murder that much more puzzling.
Wouldn't hurt anyone or anybody. That's the biggest thing that has us confused.
On Tuesday, July 26th, 2016, Herbert was at his cousin's house along the 5600 block of Truman Street in Bristol. Travis says at about 9 p.m., Herbert called him.
He called me actually around 9 p.m. and told me that someone tried to rob him and they put a gun to him.
Little did Travis know that just about 4 hours later at 12:45 a.m., Herbert would be killed.
They said he received a phone call when he walked outside. They heard 2 gunshots.
Police found the 38-year-old dead on the sidewalk.
He was murdered on his birthday. The 27th was his birthday.
The Citizens Crime Commission is administering a $1,000 reward for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible. All you have to do is call 215-546-TIPS. All calls will remain anonymous.
For him to be the person that he was, like I said, wouldn't hurt anyone. For someone to do this to him, our family, his children, I feel like deserve justice.
For Crime Fighters, I'm Rick Williams for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
Cecily back now with another check of the AccuWeather forecast. We've had some very hot days, some very wet days. It sounds like we finally get rewarded.
Yes, tomorrow should be perfect. I don't think anyone will be complaining about the weather tomorrow. Maybe it's too bright. You need the sunglasses. That's the only thing you have to worry about.
Not bad.
Exactly. Tonight we are live on Sky 6, taking a look at the Center City skyline. We have partly cloudy skies. It's comfortably cool. And did you see the sunset? Some of the best sunsets are when we actually have a pretty decent amount of cloud cover. Peter posted this on my Facebook page from Williamstown, New Jersey. Lots of clouds there, but enough breaks in the clouds that we did get to see some of the longer wavelength colors of the sunsets, the purples, the reds reflected off the clouds. Keep sending the photos. I love to share them on Action News. So the AccuWeather highlights will show you the sunshine returns tomorrow with low humidity, comfortable temperatures. It will be warming up next week with temperatures rising near 90 by the middle of the week, and I am tracking the thread of some late week scattered storms, but we do have several days of dry weather. And tonight's a great night to turn off the air conditioner. Actually, you didn't need it today anyhow, but open up the windows. It's comfortably cool. Philadelphia currently 73, Allentown at 67, Cape May 70, and Wilmington currently 65 degrees. So Satellite 6 and Action Radar will show you the storm system that brought that soaking rain to parts of southern New Jersey and Delaware. Barely any rain north of Philadelphia continues to move away from us, and what will be replacing that is high pressure. That high pressure will stick around for the next several days and really influence our weather. So temperatures right now very comfortable. The Poconos already down into the 50s. Tonight skies will continue to clear. It is going to be a cool night, about 56 degrees in the cooler suburbs of Lehigh Valley. Philadelphia about 63 degrees. So tomorrow morning you step outside, it feels good and it looks nice. Future tracker showing 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's sunny. By the evening, it's sunny, 6 o'clock. Monday morning, guess what happens? It's sunny. We stay that way through Monday and even well into the middle of next week. We're dealing with a lot of sunshine. So that high pressure bringing us low humidity, 82 degrees tomorrow. We bump it up to 87 degrees on Monday, but the dew point's still in the 50s, so very comfortable. Today, if you're down the shore, it was miserable. Tomorrow, a great beach day. Lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy, but I do want to stress with that storm system offshore, surf is going to be rough. There will be rip currents. Please be careful. 81 degrees a high, a good idea to maybe just sit on the beach. I would be very careful about going in the water. If you're heading to the Poconos, it's race weekend tomorrow for the race. Looking great. Bright sunshine, low humidity with a high of 75 degrees. Doesn't get much better than that. So the exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. It's sunny. It's comfortable tomorrow. A high of 83 degrees, low humidity. We keep the low humidity on Monday, bump the temperature up to a seasonable 87. And Tuesday, it gets hot. A high of 90, more muggy. 91 degrees, increasing humidity on Wednesday, and Thursday it stays hot with a possibility of a late day thunderstorm. 90 degrees. This could be our 6th heat wave of the year, but it doesn't look to last long. It's a minimal heat wave. On Friday, temperatures back into the 80s, 87 degrees, a little bit unsettled Friday afternoon, and Saturday partly sunny with a chance of some thunderstorms. So I think a lot of people have cabin fever after today, especially people down the shore. Tomorrow, get outside, enjoy the weather.
And I have Monday off. Isn't that good timing?
That's not fair.
No.
It's going to be beautiful.
Excited about that.
I think I'm getting sick.
Yeah, you get over it. Remember, you can get the latest forecast, including detailed updates on Storm Tracker 6 Live Radar anytime on your phone or tablet. The 6ABC app is a free download for your mobile device. Dozens of young protesters gathered in Camden this afternoon.
If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down.
These students were protesting plans to demolish Camden High School. They say their voices have not been heard when it comes to saving the historic 101-year-old building. The high school is scheduled to be torn down in October and replaced with a campus of 4 buildings. Preservation groups filed a lawsuit last week to try to stop the demolition. Coming up on Action News, a little boy springs into action when a fire spreads to his house. And we're learning more about that deadly ride at the Ohio State Fair that killed a teen and injured others. And next, Ford responds to police officers who say their explorers are making them sick on the job.
Tonight's news is brought to you in part by your Quality Plus Ford stores. Go further.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is in full swing.
Shovel.
Mulch.
Brick pavers.
Fence post.
Concrete.
We're good.
And wood for my castle.
We got it.
And a slide and a drawbridge.
Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now with summer's hottest offer on Ford F-150. Get 0% for 60 months plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Or get an F-150 with up to $10,553 in total savings or lease for just $269 a month. Hurry to your local Ford store now.
How the 2017 Nissan Rogue beat RAV4 to become America's best-selling SUV? By being the best. Rogue features Nissan's best safety technologies, better cargo room, the best views, and features RAV4 could only hope for. Sorry, RAV4. Guess that's why Nissan Rogue is America's best-selling SUV. Get to your local Nissan dealer today and lease the Rogue family starting at $159 per month. Or lease Altima just $159 per month.
Simply Right checking from Santander Bank, just make one deposit, withdrawal, transfer, or payment each month to waive the monthly fee. And there's no minimum balance. You're all right with Simply Right checking from Santander Bank.
During the summer's best sales event, you can do endless online research about the XT5. Read all about the available cut-and-sewn leather interior, intuitive technology, and road trip-worthy legroom. But really, there's nothing like experiencing it for yourself. You can drive a car, or you can drive a Cadillac. Now during the summer's best sales event, current Cadillac owners get this low-mileage lease on this Cadillac XT5 from around $389 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer.
Philadelphia is PHL 17.
It's a show that me and my whole family love.
I really like the show Big Bang Theory.
Bazinga.
My favorite show on PHL 17 is Modern Family.
I like to watch 2.5 Men.
This is beautiful.
Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
There is reason for optimism.
I love waking up to the PHL 17 morning news.
Thanks for waking up with us.
Philadelphia is PHL 17.
Philadelphia is PHL 17.
The Austin, Texas Police Department took its entire fleet of Ford SUVs off the streets after officers reported falling ill from carbon monoxide fumes. Nearly 400 Explorers are no longer in service after more than 60 officers said they got sick. Former Newport Beach, California officer Brian McDowell is suing Ford, saying he believes he blacked out behind the wheel because of an exhaust leak. Officers in at least 4 other states report similar symptoms. Ford says its investigation is ongoing. The automaker believes the problem may be coming from modifications made by police departments when installing equipment into the vehicles.
If you are the driver of a non-police Ford Explorer, there's no reason to be concerned.
Ford is offering to cover the costs of fixing this problem in all police Ford Explorers. Tonight, we're learning new details about that tragic ride at the Ohio State Fair that claimed the life of an 18-year-old. Witnesses say there were warning signs that tipped them off that something was not right. This as rides start running again at the fair in Columbus. Here's ABC's Dave Packer.
Blunt force trauma. That's the coroner's preliminary finding about what killed Tyler Jarrell after he was tossed about 50 feet from the Fireball ride after it broke apart in midair. The Columbus, Ohio native who had enlisted in the Marines the week before died at the scene. His family has hired an attorney to pursue a possible wrongful death lawsuit. 7 others recovering from their injuries between the ages of 14 to 42. Abdi Hakim Hussein and Anna Sally were also on the ride. While strapped into their seats, they noticed something seemed wrong.
The ride started. We were having a good time. I saw the floor raising up.
The floor of the car coming unhinged.
I was kind of shocked because the ride was still going. And I'm thinking that it's going to be us next, like it's going to break off.
The 19-year-old fracturing the back of his neck. Doctors say he'll need surgery.
I really don't know that I'm in pain yet until the ride actually stops.
The two are counting their blessings. They were originally seated on the part of the ride that broke off.
That was our seats at first. If we never would have got switched it, that would have been us.
The ride's manufacturer ordered all Fireball rides shut down after the accident, but some rides at the Ohio State Fair have since reopened after they were inspected by state officials.
The fact that they are running some rides over there, I just think that is crazy.
As investigators continue to comb the wreckage for clues about what caused Wednesday's deadly disaster. Dave Packer, ABC News, New York.
An 8-year-old in New Hampshire is being honored for his quick thinking after his family's home caught fire. Harrison Holt was home with his dad and siblings last Sunday. His father had just finished cutting the grass and put the lawnmower back into the home's attached barn. 20 minutes later, he noticed flames shooting out of the barn. Harrison's father grabbed a fire extinguisher and told his son to call 911. Harrison did just that and more. He grabbed his baby sister and carried her to an oak tree in the front yard.
So Harry's got her like this in one hand and the phone in the other, and he's just sort of chatting to 911.
The tree was a designated meeting spot in the family's fire safety plan, one they practiced just a few weeks ago. The fire destroyed the family's home, but they are hoping to rebuild. Eagles top receiver lands hard on his shoulder at camp. Jeff will have the details in sports. Plus, some Tesla owners are driving around in style today when the rest of you can expect your Model 3 to arrive.
Tonight's news is brought to you in part by Toyota. Tested, trusted Toyota.
You've wished upon it all year, and now it's finally here. The Mercedes-Benz Summer Event is back with incredible offers on the Mercedes-Benz you've always longed for. But hurry, these shooting stars fly by fast. Lease the GLA 250 for $329 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
At Chapman Nissan, we work harder than anyone to get you the new Nissan you want at the deal you expect. Just ask Tawny. And that's all of us every day. Just ask Dave.
Now, more than ever, if our emblem is not on your new car or truck, you probably did pay too much.
Now at the Honda Summerbration sales event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Civic and keep things festive all summer long. Your unforgettable summer begins today with a trip to the Honda Summerbration sales event. Hurry in and get a great deal on a Honda Civic from KBB.com's best value brand at your local Honda dealer.
Closed captioning for Action News at 10 is brought to you by Hyundai. Looking for a car with better tech and safety? Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Here you go, I got that. Hi, let me help you.
Bro, if you're gonna push, you need a vest.
Yeah, I don't work here.
Okay.
When it drives and looks like new, you'll treat it like new. Certified pre-owned by BMW. Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
You
each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive. Get 17% below MSRP on all Silverado 1500 LT pickups. That's over $8,200 on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Tesla handed over the keys to its first 30 Model 3s to new car owners in California. The Model 3 is designed to be a more affordable electric option. It only costs about $35,000. CEO Elon Musk says more than 500,000 people pre-ordered the car. If all those reservations turn into actual orders, the sedan will quickly become one of the best-selling vehicles in the country. All right, Jeff, back with another check of sports. Some bumps and bruises at training camp today.
Yeah, it's the last thing the Eagles need is their top receiver to go down. Thankfully, everything is okay. The Eagles getting a little scare in camp today when wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey drops to the ground and lands hard on his shoulder. Jeffrey briefly leaves, but comes back and says, "I'm fine and not concerned at all." Whew. Eagles backup quarterback Nick Foles misses training camp today because of elbow soreness. The team is not sure how much time Foles will miss. Carson Wentz, well, he doesn't miss a beat today. The Eagles starting quarterback is perfect, completing every single one of his passes.
He's focused, man. He's got the eye of the tiger right now, so we're definitely excited to see what he's going to continue to do this training camp.
I mean, he was great. I think Carson did a great job spinning it. We all, as receivers, did a great job catching. O-line did a great job protecting him. And when we had run plays, he had some pretty good runs as well.
You know, it's only one practice, so I'm not getting too excited, but that's probably as well as we've executed in the passing game since I've been here.
The Eagles are in a good mood, huh? Check out corner Jalen Mills giving Zach Ertz the bunny ears, and Lane Johnson is back with his Sarah Bloomquist-esque hairdo. Doug Peterson getting a kick out of it today. The Wig not the only thing looking good. They have one of the best offensive lines.
Having Lane back, I don't care if you're not even able to go full contact. Just having him in the huddle always helps, you know, with the confidence of the offense. And then when you bring in guys like Torrey and you bring in guys like Alshon, where you know what you're going to get every single day. These guys are consistent players. They made plays in the NFL. Bringing those type of guys in raise the confidence level of everyone.
Phillies and Braves back at it tonight after a crazy last few days. Since Wednesday, the Phillies have made 3 trades and have scored 19 runs. What are they up to tonight? Phillies starter Jared Eichhoff puts them behind the 8 ball against the Braves. First inning, Nick Markakis, the RBI double. Phil's down 2-zip. Eichhoff has struggled to win this year. Phil's down 2. Back they come. Odubo Herrera with 2 hits and 2 runs batted in, including a game-tying homer in the 9th. Right now, the Phillies are threatening in the 11th with the score tied at 3. Jeremy Hellickson is off to a rough start after getting traded late last night. While on his way to the airport today to meet the Orioles in Texas, Hellickson's car is rear-ended. He's okay, but his girlfriend had to go to the emergency room. The Union have been kicking New England where it really counts. On the scoreboard, the Union have outscored them 11-0 over their last 3 matches. And they're trying to keep the trend going tonight. But on the road, the Union getting a taste of their own medicine. Kai Kamara looks like a ninja right there, beating Cinnaminson, New Jersey native John McCarthy. Take another look there. Kamara scores twice. Union lose 3-0. They have dropped 3 of 4 overall. So playing their final road game of the season today in Baltimore against the only team that beat them this year. So get revenge, beating them by 49. So win 70-21. The regular season comes to an end next Saturday. NASCAR in the Poconos today in the Truck Series race. Kyle Busch dominating early, but Busch knocked out by Justin Haley, who won last night's race. With Busch done, his understudy wins. Yeah, Christopher Bell goes on to take the checkered flag. Sixers star Joel Embiid is good at 2 things, playing ball and playing around. So why not, in the offseason, combine the 2? Check this out. Embiid posting this on Instagram. Watch out, blocks the little kid shot. One more look, Embiid says, not up in here. I'm sure JoJo would love to do that to one LeVar Ball.
Picking on somebody his own size next time. Thanks, Jeff. Okay. Dozens of girls and boys with Philadelphia's Police Athletic League laced up their sneakers and got down to business on the court in Fairmount today. They took part in the full court press Prep for Success basketball and life skills clinic program. The kids not only learned about the game, they learned how to work as a team, all tools they can use in the future. In North Philadelphia today, members of the community took steps to fight childhood obesity. This event was called Walk a Mile with a Child. When the walk was over, there were free health screenings and tips for healthy living. The event was organized by the National Medical Association.
Bigger, faster, higher, wetter. Only at Six Flags and only this summer. Go for the new Justice League Battle for Metropolis 4D action ride and go wetter on Congo Rapids. Go big. Go Six Flags. Great adventure.
We asked premium vehicle owners to judge 3 premium sedans, not knowing the brands.
It is quite responsive, intuitive.
High quality craftsmanship.
The stitching adds a level of refinement. I like the aggressive sculptural lines.
Wow.
I've always trusted Mazda.
I like driving this car the best.
Discover a smarter premium at the Driver's Choice event.
Now lease the 2017 Mazda 3 Sport 4-door for $159 a month for 36 months.
This Hyundai summer clearance event, we're gonna make it better. No, yes. We're gonna make it better by giving customers what they really want, like amazing deals on a brand new Hyundai. Now that's better. This isn't just an event. This is the Hyundai Summer Clearance Event.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai.
And that's how we do it.
And here's another reason to buy now. Get the Santa Fe Sport for $149 a month, or up to $6,000 in total savings.
Let's reset for the next customer.
Hurry, offers end soon.
From fertility services to prenatal education, we've helped the 2 of you get this far.
A man and a woman had a little baby.
And we're proud to now join all 3 of you.
They had 3
as you continue the greatest journey you'll ever embark on.
And that's a magic number.
Aetna, you don't join us, we join you.
Long live the fearless, and long live the trucks with load-leveling suspension to shoulder the weight. You connect with an 8.4-inch touchscreen and the superior ride and handling to help you go above and beyond. Get a great deal on America's longest-lasting pickups during the Ram Summer Clearance Event.
Well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2017 Ram 1500 for $299 a month with 0 due at signing.
In the entire world, there is only one thrill capital. Six Flags, with one heart-pounding, scream-inducing coaster after another. Get the best savings of the summer. Save up to $25 at sixflags.com. Go big. Go Six Flags.
It was all about one love today in Wilmington. Artists, musicians, and the public came out to honor the life and work of Bob Marley for the 23rd Annual People's Festival outside the Queen Theater. Those who attended could feast on traditional Jamaican fare as well as enjoy great music and art. Nice to get outside, whatever you have planned tomorrow.
Yes, let's get together and feel all right tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful. Take a look at this. Bright sunshine, low humidity, and comfortable temperatures. Today's high only 77. That's 10 degrees below normal. Tomorrow, slightly below normal, but I think you'll like it. Philadelphia, 83. Allentown, 82. Wilmington and Trenton, 81. Along the shore, temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80. Do be careful. A high risk of rip currents. Best idea to stay out of the water. Don't go swimming when lifeguards aren't on duty.
All right, Cecily, thank you. And thanks for joining us tonight for Action News at 10. 2.5 Men is next, followed by Weekend Filler. Now for Walter Perez, Melissa McGee, Cecily Tynan, and Jeff Skaversky, I'm Sarah Bloomquist. Have a great night.
Today, we spend a whole lot of time like this. So at Citizens Bank, we've created banking tools that fit how you're living today. From advanced ATMs, to online banking, to our award-winning mobile app. And if you prefer face-to-face, we had that too. Ask me, Terry Goggins, how our balance of technology and people can help you.
It's time for a getaway. The Lincoln Summer Invitation is on. Now get our best offers of the season on the Agile MKC, on the versatile midsize Lincoln MKX, Or go where summer takes you in the exhilarating MKZ. The Lincoln Summer Invitation Sales Event. Ask about complimentary pickup and delivery servicing. Lease the Lincoln MKX for $359 a month only at the Lincoln Summer Invitation.